Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be talking about starting Warhammer 10th edition. Now, I thought about making this YouTube video because I actually started Warhammer in 10th edition, and it was a little bit difficult with the YouTube videos that were out there, because whenever I did watch a YouTube video on like how to start Warhammer, they were just like an hour long, and they were like so difficult to listen to. So I thought that I'd make my own YouTube video of what I recommend, and just help other people out there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick which army you want to actually like play. Now, the army that I picked is Space Marines, because even if I don't like one faction of Space Marines and I have them, I can just take the paint off and repaint them another faction. And they're basically the poster boys of Warhammer, and they're everywhere. But if you want to play other like armies like orcs, then you can. Orcs are really good, and I also recommend if you don't want to play orcs, play Tau, because Tau are really good and like battle-wise. Now, if you want to save money, what I recommend you do is just go to Games Workshop stores, because Games Workshop stores are just the best experience when shopping Warhammer I've had. Because I remember I went to a second-party store, and it was just a bad experience. Like, the stuff was like really expensive. There wasn't any starter boxes, which is why I accidentally like made a mispurchase, and it was just smelly. It was actually smelly. It was just bad. So for this, I just recommend you go to Games Workshop stores. Now, when you go into Games Workshop stores, it matters if you want to just like play Warhammer, like, oh, just get me into a game. If you want to just play a game of Warhammer, you don't even want to paint them, then I recommend you just buy the starter box. For $120, it's the best deal you're going to get for 2 armies. And even if you don't want the 2 armies, you can split it with one of your friends. Like, oh, I pay $60, you pay $60. And you can just like take an army. And yeah, I think that's just the best deal. Now, if you want to get into other armies like orcs or Tau or like chaos, then the best deal you're going to get is a combat patrol, which sucks, but still, it's $120, and for $120, you get 10 guys. It's pretty good. You can play a game. But if you're trying to get like the cheapest deal on Warhammer, I recommend you just go to eBay, and you try to look for eBay army, although it's pretty rare to find them. And if you're even wondering, like, oh, I don't even know if I even like Warhammer, like the playing part, and I'm just trying to like see if there's like other games that are like it but are cheaper, I recommend you just look up Star Wars Legion and see if you like it, because it's a little bit cheaper than Warhammer, and it's Star Wars, so yeah. But if you honestly want my opinion on Warhammer and like how to get into it, what I recommend is you just go to Games Workshop stores, you talk to an employee, and you get the miniature of the month. Now, this month's miniature of the month, and honestly, it looks cool. Like, you can get some of your little brother's paints, and you can like paint up the miniature of the month. That's what I did. I just took some of my little brother's paints, and that's why they don't look so good. Or you can just buy paint straight from Warhammer, from Games Workshop. And yeah, if there's anything else that I also recommend you get, I also recommend you get the right plastic glue, and I also recommend that you get a hobby knife, because building the Warhammer is like, you don't just want to use glue laying around the house, because it's either not strong enough, or I use like Gorilla Glue and it like bubbles up, and that was just terrible. And also, do not sand down your Warhammer with like nail files. What I also recommend is that you go to Reddit. You go to Reddit and you look at like Reddit painting and stuff. And the Reddit Warhammer community is just super nice. Super nice. So yeah, that's what I recommend you do for Warhammer. Because when I got into Warhammer, I just walked into a store and I just saw what army looked cool. And I'm like, oh, let me get that army. And that's how I ended up with Blood Angels. That's my little story, and I think that's just cool. So yeah, if you like that, then like and subscribe. You can look at some of my other YouTube videos. I also talked about action figure releases, which is just really cool. And yeah, I'm gonna start branching out from Warhammer, but that's it for the YouTube video. See y'all.